What's up, y'all? It's your boy Drew Marcy here with another episode of How to Rap. And today we're going to be talking about how to get in contact with people in the music industry that may have the power, the influence that you want to have. So by the end of this video, you'll have some really good, from experience tips about how to actually get in contact, begin a conversation, maybe even begin building a career with the people that you look up to in the music industry, whether it's other artists or it's managers or it's the record label himself or whatever it is. Just ways for you to definitely and positively know that you're probably going to get some kind of contact from these folks. And let's just give a little backstory before we get into all this. Obviously, I myself get a lot of messages all the time from the lovely fans out there, and I'm definitely always thankful when you guys reach out to me. Although after a while, it does get overwhelming, and I don't have a staff right now. It's not like How to Rap Records or nothing like that. So often, there's a flood of emails, and certain ways that people contact maybe get my attention more than others. I myself all the time have to be reaching out to people who I want to have influence with or work with. So I also have to study the marketing greats, people like Gary Vaynerchuk, Tim Ferriss, all these people and their different tactics that they suggest on how to actually contact these folks. So all of this stuff comes directly from my own experience on the receiving end and then my experience also on the giving end. So the first thing when you're trying to contact somebody in the music industry, trying to get that marketing pull so that they'll actually listen to you, whatever your message is, first thing is be sure to give a little flattery. As crazy as it sounds, it's really good to start off from the gate like yo and personalize it, by the way, but not literally say yo, but you'll want to start with something to the effect of, I've noticed your work for years now. I've been following you, and I really noticed on your last video or your last blog or your last release or whatever it is, I really enjoyed how you XYZ, and try to make sure that it's something that actually would impress them. So rather, if you're trying to contact Jay-Z, just to use an extreme example, it's not great to just be like, yeah, Magna Carta was good. You might want to say, I really enjoyed the second verse of Tom Ford because X, Y, Z, or something to that effect. Point is, flatter the person and also personalize it so they know that you're actually tuned in. I don't know how many messages I get from these sort of large like YouTube broadcast networks, and it's clear that it's just a form letter where it's like, hello, how to rap. I actually got an email the other day that just said, hello, how to rap, even though I'm Drew. So you can send me the message to say about it, Drew, not just how to rap like channel, and then the whole thing was just form. So you definitely want to personalize it and flatter the person a little bit, like, I really like the last blah, blah, blah. And the second thing you want to do after you've gone through the flattery and making sure the person knows that you are really focused in on what they're trying to do is you want to list your accomplishments, list what you've done already. There's nothing worse in a person who's trying to be successful, trying to work on their goals, than getting an email where it's clear you haven't done the work yourself, or you're not a hustler yourself. So you want to make sure that you're saying something to the effect of, I've released 15 songs in the last month. I'm hustling. I built up my social media this way. I'm reaching contact with X, Y, and Z. I've been awarded for this, this, and this. Whatever you have. Now, mind you, there's a lot of people that watch this who are up and coming and are new. And this is where you got to get creative. You don't necessarily have to have many accomplishments. Just kind of exaggerate a little bit. So if you're a 16-year-old rapper and you're in high school and you're trying to get in contact with somebody of influence, you can say that I'm a teenage recording artist who has engaged in a career built straight out of my high school classroom, la la la. Like, you can find certain words to make it sound a lot more professional. So the difference between I'm a rapper or I want to rap and I'm a recording artist, or the difference between I'm just a kid from blah, blah, blah to I'm a teenage recording artist is very huge. So be sure to list your accomplishments if you have them. If you don't, be sure to use some action words. Know the difference between I'm a rapper and I'm a recording artist, and words like that. Use those marketing phrases as best you can. Look them up. and it'll definitely help as well when you're trying to give a better image for your brand. And then the last thing is, and this is huge, and I haven't seen many people talk about this, but it's often better to ask a question before you give them whatever your pitch is or whatever. So rather than after you flattered them, after you've listed your accomplishments or like blowing yourself up for them so they know that you're really already trying to really make something happen, it's better to actually ask a question or get some more information. I'd like to get some more information about that video that you said la 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 la, and I noticed X, Y, and Z, and I noticed la la la, or something like, you are really the best flatter some more, like you're the best expert right now. So here's this specific question I'd like you to answer, or whatever it is. But ask a question rather than what most rappers do is, yo, maybe even flatter, but then be like, here's my track. I really like your music. I really like what you're doing. Listen to this. Just dumping work on the person, even though you're just trying to get in contact with them. It's better to make them jump through a hoop. And jump through a hoop is a theory that, in order for somebody to want to do something for you, you make them do a small thing, then a bigger thing. So asking a question can actually make them have to jump the hoop. So they might answer your question, and then you can say, oh, that's great. Well, I really noticed this, blah, blah, blah. Do the same structure. And then you can drop your track or your pitch or whatever you got. But it's very annoying most of the time for these music industry people when at the end of the email you've said all this great stuff and they're like, okay, now just do this for me. You know what I mean? Like as if, you're their boss. So be sure to have a little tactic there at the end. I'm suggesting asking a question, maybe getting specific, something conversational, so that the person feels less pressure that you're just there trying to be like, here, let me flatter you and tell you how awesome I am, and here, do this work for me, So hopefully that makes sense. This is like, again, not only from my personal experience, but what I try to do whenever I'm trying to contact somebody who's really like successful and really doing something I want to get on board with. So if you enjoyed this, again, just to run back, flatter them a little bit, make sure to make it specific and personal. Make sure you list your accomplishments. If you don't have many accomplishments, then just fucking make stuff up. Like, not make stuff up, don't lie, okay? Edit that out. But what you want to... So if you don't have many accomplishments, then just, exaggerate a little bit and use key phrases such as the difference between rapper and recording artist. And lastly, ask a question or give a little anecdote, a little story, rather than just being like, here, do this work. Just give me feedback for my track. Sign me or whatever. No, ask a question. So if you enjoyed this, your first time watching, be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to comment. I don't tell you at the end of these videos to comment as much, but I want y'all to comment. I really do enjoy it. Anyone who's made it this far is dope. Be sure to sign up for our free newsletter where you learn the 7 mistakes of newcoming rappers so that you can get your skills up. And be sure to check out howtorapdrew.com. With that being said, I'm out. It's your boy Drew Marcy. Peace.